Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened this week on UEFA Champions League Quaterfinals 2025-2026 season, first leg, where this week were played the quarterfinal first leg game, where there were all the games were closed. I just think that all the series are still open. So, and there were amazing games. So let's talk about a little more about this game. Well, yesterday it started with the first two games. When in the first game, the Bayern Munich traveled to Madrid, Spain, and defeated the owner of this competition, Real Madrid, 2-1. About this game, this was a very great game. I think that, in my opinion, the Bayern Munich wasted a big opportunity to finish this game, to finish this series, to win this series, and to win this series by more than 3-4 goal difference, and to qualify to the semi-final. Because in the first half, the Bayern Munich, in my opinion, was the best team. Where I think in the first half, the Bayern Munich should have been leading the game by minimum 2 goal difference. They were leading by 1 goal difference in the minimum 41, when Luis Diaz scored a tremendous golazo with a great place. Later, in the beginning of the second half, the Bayern Munich scored the second goal, where Harry Kane scored the Bayern Munich second goal, and they were leading the game in that moment 2-0. In that moment, I thought that the Bayern Munich had the opportunity, in my opinion, to score another one or 2 goals to finish the series. But I think that the Bayern Munich made a tremendous mistake. They decided to defend and counter-attack. Of course, the tactic was great, but the problem was that they defend very close to his goal, his goalkeeper Manuel Neuer, and for that reason Real Madrid took advantage of that. They started to attack it more. They created a lot of goal opportunities, and the game was tremendous where Real Madrid was attacking a lot. They were creating a lot of goal opportunities, but they couldn't score any goal. And in minus 74, in a tremendous play, Kylian Mbappe finished it, and they scored Real Madrid only goal. After that, Real Madrid had more goal opportunities to score minimum the second goal and equalize the game, but they couldn't because Manuel Neuer made a tremendous game, and Bayern Munich won the game by only 1 goal difference to 1. The series is still open because even that the game is going to be played in Germany, I think that the Real Madrid had the opportunity because they closed in a very great way the game. So it's going to be very interesting what is going to happen in the second leg the next week. In another game, the Arsenal defeated the Sporting CP 1-0 as a away team. This game was played in Lisboa, Portugal. I think that in the first half, the Sporting CP was the best team. They should have been leading this game minimum by 1 goal difference because they were the best team in the first half. But I think that in the second half, the Arsenal improved a lot. They dominated the second half, and they minimum deserved to score 1 goal. I think that the game was very close, and when we thought that the game was going to close in a tie, in the stopping time, Kai Havertz scored the winner goal for the Arsenal, and they won the game 1-0. I think that this series, in my opinion, is over because, in my opinion, the Sporting Lisboa should have taken a lead because it's going to be very difficult to travel to London and to get the victory in the Arsenal's home, because Arsenal is a top team, and they play in a better game where they play at home. So it looks very difficult the situation for Sporting Lisboa, because now they will have to win the game to minimum force the overtime, or to win by more than 2 goals to qualify to the semi-final. And I think that the Arsenal did enough, and I think, in my opinion, Arsenal is going to qualify to the semi-finals. And today's 2 games. In the first game, the PSG defeated the Liverpool 2-0. To be honest, I thought that this game was going to be closer, but the PSG dominated this game from the beginning to the end. They have the game under control, and the PSG won this game 2-0, but they should have won this game by 4 or 5 goal difference because they dominate the game, and also the Liverpool. I was so disappointed because they play a very bad game where they didn't shoot on target. The PSG had an easy game, and they won this game easily by 2-0. But still, I think that the series is open because now the second leg is going to be played in England, in Liverpool, and will be playing the Liverpool's home, and Liverpool can win this game by 2 goal difference. But what I saw today, I think that the PSG had the PSG is better team, and they are gonna to qualify to the next round. But this kind of game are very different because it's very different when you play in home team. Most of the time you play better than the away team. But I think it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool to win this game by 2 goal difference to force overtime and to win by 3 or more goal difference to qualify to the playoff. But it's not impossible. And today's last game, one of the surprise, I think the surprise of the week, the Atletico Madrid traveled to Barcelona and defeated the Barcelona 2-0. This was a typical game when Barcelona play against Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid, where Barcelona dominate all the game. They create more goal opportunities. And what happened? Atletico Madrid took advantage of the Cita pace, the piece, or the corner, or a foul, or a counter attack, and they won, and they win the game. And this is what happened. Where in all the game, Barcelona was the best team. In the first half, they were creating more goal opportunities, but they couldn't score any goal. And in the minus 44, the Barcelona made a mistake. Pau Cubarsí made a foul. He was the last man. For that reason, the referee decided to call to show a red card to Pau Cubarsí. For that reason, Barcelona played the rest of the second half with one man less, and for that reason Atletico Madrid took advantage of that. After that foul, Julian Alvarez scored a golazo for a set a piece. Atletico Madrid were leading the game 1-0 in the first half, where, to be honest, the Barcelona was the best team. In the second half happened the same. Barcelona had the game, they were creating more goal opportunities. They were looking for more the Atletico Madrid goal. But what happened in another counter-attack, Alexander Serlot scored the Atletico Madrid second goal, and they won this game 2-0. Also, this was a very polemic play where it looked like the Barcelona didn't get a penalty because a penalty in the first minutes of the second quarter of the second half that could have changed the game. So now it's going to be very difficult for that Barcelona, because now the next week the Barcelona is going to travel to Madrid, Spain, to the Metropolitan Stadium to try to win the game by 2 goal difference to force overtime, and to try to win by 3 or more goal difference to qualify to the next round and to the semi-final. It's not difficult, it's not possible, but it's going to be very difficult. But let's see. In my opinion, all these series are still open. I think that except the Arsenal Sporting CP, and let's gonna to see what is gonna to happen the next week, because the next week is gonna to be play the quarterfinals second next game. So it's gonna to be what happens. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comments, suggestions, you can write me in the social media platform. So see you next video. Gibran.